kind of pain. It's like being able to release things, let go of things, move forward in a positive way, level up, experience something new, turn over a new leaf. So a second chance is being given to transform yourself or the situation. Let the lessons of the past serve as a catalyst for a clean slate moving forward. Hi there. So with all the cards already laid out, and on the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords. So pretty much every reading I've done the past few days is coming through with major regrets. The person that we're picking up on, the energy we're picking up on this in this reading is someone who's going through like major regrets to the point where they're starting to maybe lash out on those around them, or they feel as though they're having to defend themselves or like stand up against the people around them. Like they're just dealing with a lot of backlash, a lot of like aggression, hostility. They feel as though they're not being treated well by the people around them, and it's leading them to get really caught up in this energy of just having a lot of regrets. But I feel like in the past, there was just so much that they were dealing with. There was a lot of weight on their shoulders. And there was just so much that they had to like navigate and carry. They were really burdened. Um, but a lot of that could have come to an end, or they could have realized this wasn't their burden to carry. They were taking on like things that were so much bigger than them and things that were just like not theirs. And so now they could almost feel resentful that they sacrificed themselves and what they wanted in order to please others. And the very people that they were pleasing are like not treating them very well, being really harsh and critical and just kind of coming at them. So it's like pushing them to their breaking point, or like pushing them to this very like tumultuous point. There's so much energy like radiating within them. Um, we have air and meditate on the bottom. So this person could be an air sign, or you could be an air sign. The spirit's saying it's like they're getting pushed to like almost the point of like snapping, to then it's like spirits trying to push them into like a more spiritual mindset, or push them into like having a spiritual practice or routine in order to help like break this cycle or break out of this energy. So it's almost like they have to get like pushed to a certain point in order to wake up and realize they have to make some sort of change or adjustment and take their healing like into their own hands, and kind of like do things differently. Like they can no longer make it work, or do things the same way, like live to please others, make choices and decisions that reflect other people's happiness instead of their own. Because this is just, it's like push them to the point where they've seen like a side of them or a part of them is coming out that they've been trying to heal or like work past. So they're realizing in order to heal this part of themselves and move forward in the way that they would desire, they're going to have like very healthy boundaries in order to not get to the point where then they like react so strongly. So they could be like removing certain people in their life. This could be like a soulmate connection. Um, it's like they're taking their power back and making certain changes and adjustments in order to be able to come together. Um, oops. So the death card fell. So there's definitely a lot that they're releasing and letting go and removing themselves from, like realizing kind of what serves them and what doesn't at this time. So the other person showing up as the Page of Curses in the reverse. Instantly, when I saw this, I thought of like, okay, in the past, they may have been really scared, like with the air. In the guidebook, this card says, like, be open to new ideas and adjusting, changing, kind of going with the flow. So it's like they're waking up spiritually and being more open to like the spiritual things. Like in the past, they may have been really against stuff like this, like tarot cards, oracle, psychic stuff. Like they may have just seen that as like really negative, or they had this perception that tapping into that type of energies, like people who did that always had like bad intentions or were coming from the wrong place. They had this like preconceived negative judgment about like being guided spiritually in this way. Yeah, they always felt like it was like the other person had something to gain or was trying to like stir up drama or emotion in people. And so with this here, I feel like that's one of the things they're releasing and transforming and letting go is like their preconceived ideas and notions of how they thought things were. So they're open to seeing things in a different light at this time, being more open minded, not seeing this type of spiritual stuff is like so scary, or realizing that not every like spiritual or like psychic type of person like operating out of this energy has like negative intentions or is being led by a negative spirit. It's like being more open to the spirit getting to them and connecting with them in different ways. Yeah, that could be a big thing they're releasing. They're realizing like before, a big part of the reason why they were so closed off and against stuff like that is because they were more worried about what everyone else thought. But now they're seeing so many flaws with like the energy around them that they're like, okay, I need to like open myself up to something different. We have the Emperor for the viewer's energy. I feel as though with the viewers, it's like you are kind of stepping into a new role in your life at this time. Like you could have more responsibility or more people like looking to you as an example. There's like something opening up for you at this time. So you've done a lot of inner work here to like face your issues. You are showing up in the Nine of Swords in the reverse. So you're coming into a time in your life where you're able to like level up and relax and let go of things that were previously holding you down or burdening you. If you felt like you've went through this type of energy of like having to kind of stand up and defend yourself against others, like if the beginning part of the reading resonated for you, it's like you're coming out of this and kind of leveling up, like you're entering a whole new phase where instead of receiving that type of energy or that type of critical like judgment, people are going to be looking to you as an example of like how you got to where you are, and like seeing like the different things that you're juggling, or just it's like you took a more relaxed approach and it's like you took your time, and that kind of goes against um, what people's idea of what they need to do in order to be successful is. And so a lot of people are going to be just really curious and wondering like what you did, how you did it, how you got there. Yeah, you could have like go like come into a time where you have like a following, or you start giving classes or something, or you have like a following on social media, or you kind of gain a following because you choose to like express yourself in an authentic way or kind of share your story, or You're going through like stepping into a new phase, and it's like you don't even realize how much is going to come with that. But then with that also comes a lot of responsibility. Like you'll have more eyes on you, more people looking to you. So it's like you have to be more like strict and kind of like force yourself to present in a more mature way in some areas of your life. Yeah, something about like leveling up in status in some way. So this other person here, their energy towards you, we have the Knight of Courts and we have the Four of Wands in the reverse clarifying. So the reason they haven't been able to come towards you is because they've been in a spiritual battle. Um, they've been this is kind of like a devil energy here. It's like they've been held down by some sort of external force or factor around them. They were literally fighting some sort of spiritual energy. So the people around them could have been like facilitating this unknowingly, right? And so they were trying to please others and it was keeping them stuck and like depleting them. Yeah, heavy like spiritual battle. Like that's been the main thing, kind of stopping them from being able to move towards you. And for you, the biggest thing that you've been struggling with in the relationship is like um, hanging on to like certain pains and traumas, like things that you've went through in the past, like ways that you were hurt and disappointed in the past. It's like having a hard time releasing whatever it is that you've been going through. Like you could have also had um, a lot of weight on your shoulders. Like I said at the beginning part, like resonated for you too. There could be some mirroring. So it's like you've had to deal with quite a bit here. And um, you're in the process of like letting all of this go and finding that sense of peace within yourself. But again, it's been kind of a process. And so at times you could like fall back into remembering like um, this energy and how things like felt in the past, or the way this person was like held back and held down due to certain things in their own life could have triggered like, when you were treated poorly in the past, or you had someone avoid you, ignore you, put you off, not make you feel like a priority. It's like in the past, it could have been a sign or a red flag that they, yeah, were like a bad person or they had bad intentions. So it was kind of hard for you to like let go of that energy and realize this person's kind of going through like their own spiritual battle alongside you. And so you could have really held back from this person or been kind of like closed off, or it's like you also weren't super forward and revealing with your emotions because you felt like they weren't giving you a lot. And so you didn't want to like be the one giving everything while the other person was like taking advantage of you, because again, like you could have went through things like that in the past, just hurtful things. So it was hard for you to like see what they were going through or why they were acting the way they were through like a more healed perspective. Again, it was just really hard for you to let go of like the pain from the past. So it caused you to like hold back or not express yourself as authentically as you would have if you had seen them being like more forward and open with their emotions. So you could have, yeah, it's like you got really triggered by the way they were acting or the way they were showing up. It was hard for you to see that they could have been going through like really similar things to you. So they had similar triggers. So it was like you were almost triggering each other in similar ways. Like each, the way you were coming up in the relationship was causing the other person to maybe feel as though there was some sort of red flag or there was some sort of reason why they had to like hold back. So it was like both of you were scared to like take the initiative or scared to be hurt in the same ways that you were in the past. And then you, because of the way you were each acting, it was like validating each other's fears and hurts and just creating like a further rift in the situation. And then like going to like people on the outside or getting advice from people on the outside could have been even worse or more detrimental, because then people don't necessarily always give very healthy and healed advice. So then they could just only having your perspective or their perspective of what's going on, then give their advice, which is not necessarily accurate to where the other person's at, or just, yeah, people around the situation maybe don't fully understand. Um, so definitely could have been a lot of like, instead of coming to each other to be transparent and figured out, like going to others to like get their opinion or their advice, and then not hearing the healthiest perspective, like getting a perspective that kind of validates the fear-based mindset or the mindset of like needing to protect yourself. So there wasn't a lot of room for like growth or forward progress in this connection. Could have been for like a long time, or yeah, you could have like separated at one point. But in your connecting energy, we have the Six of Swords. So it's like coming together to move into a healthier, more harmonious space, moving out of all of this chaos around you to step into something more peaceful. So it's like traveling into a healthier space, but it's like traveling together. And also, it's like coming together to utilize all of your tools and strengths to cut out and remove anything that's creating more pressure, all this outside pressure, so you can move forward in a healthy, harmonious, well balanced way without all of this like outside energy, outside influence. So very positive after a lot of like confusion and like kind of chaos and kind of pain. It's like being able to release things, let go of things, move forward in a positive way, level up, experience something new. So in the past, we have the Seven of Cups. So it's like you were both, in the past, you were both going through really similar things. Like you were both walking this like straight and narrow because you were very worried and concerned about the outside opinion, the outside judgment, what other people like thought of you. Um, it's like you felt like you had to stick to this like one path, or like keep it between the lanes, or yeah, only I like identify with or hang out with people that like fit into this mold as well, to where you could continue to walk this like safe, um yeah, a lot of just like fear of the outside, of like things that were already set in place around you that you didn't have any control over, like worried about how not to disrupt or affect like the status quo of how things kind of already were, feeling like you have to go with the flow. In the present energy, we have the Nine of Beasts. So I'm seeing like there's all this stuff below the surface that hasn't been expressed between you two, and it's like all bubbling up to the surface at this time and giving you the opportunity to like come together. This gold here, it's like the gold at the end of the rainbow type of energy. like being able to come together with like your desires and your dreams. In the future energy, we have the lovers. So it's like being able to come together to like celebrate something in the connection, or be able to be open and express the way you feel. So this other person could be coming in to like help you level up or elevate into this new level. I'm getting this like knight in shining armor coming in to help you, like take you to the next level. So on the bottom of the deck, we have rooted awareness and magic wand. So you have done this before and you have all of the tools that you need already within you, and all you have to do is kind of tap into that intuition to be able to um, unlock that next level and step into this new cycle, a new level, a new phase, new healing and growth. We also have turn over a new leaf. So a second chance is being given to transform yourself or the situation. Let the lessons of the past serve as a catalyst for a clean slate moving forward. And bridge the gap communication on the bottom. We also have good news and full circle on the bottom of the deck of our other oracle cards. So I think that perfectly sums up all of the energy here in the reading. It's like you're going to be receiving some really good news because Spirit has heard your prayers in regards to the situation, and you'll see that there is an opportunity for things to come full circle, kind of turn over the new leaf, communicate clearly, create that balance in the situation, and heal from past wounds here. It's like both of you could be going through major inner child healings. It's like coming together to like heal these things, work together, move forward. We have courage and healer. So this other person is mustering up all of their courage to come forward or to approach you at this time and no longer be held down. And also, I'm getting more messages of them being like open to healing. It's like in the past, they could have been kind of against spiritual, esoteric, deeper, more meaningful practices, could have really turned them off or scared them, or they had a lot of preconceived judgments, and they want to like release this and heal this and just be more open to transforming their life in a really powerful way. You are being invited to summon your courage and take the next right action. Drawing this card can be nudging you to let go of any fears you're having and boldly move ahead. This is your moment to seize the day, live your dreams, and step forward with confidence. You are a healer. Fear not your own ability to be a light worker or way shower for others. Drawing this card can also symbolize that a healing in its highest form is available to you now. If you pulled this card in regards to a relationship or situation, please know that there's a powerful exchange of energy here. Oops. So, you could be getting some sort of assistance or spirit like reaching out to connect with you. Or once you meet this person, they could feel like an angel sent to like help you. Um, Rising of the Phoenix. You've risen from the ashes through your strength and determination. Now is the time to spread your wings. This is a new chapter and transition time for you. The old version of you has died off and no longer exists. A new beginning is here to usher in high vibrational energy that is fiery and expansive. So there's a time to, or there's an opportunity to kind of rise from the past. Nature therapy, grounded. Your soul loves to connect and be one with nature. A beautiful healing takes place when you ground and center yourself with the earth. Being in nature has a way to restore what has been lost and brings you back to your center. So there'll be an extended linked in the description box, taking a deeper look into this person and getting some messages from them. But if you watch this far into the reading, thank you so much, and I really, really appreciate it.